We all know that there is no agency, any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Is lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency.
Hey, Grim Grids, we all could use some savings throws up against the mind control. Give the skull a dice to roll. Then at least we'll have a chance to see the foe before he sneaks around behind and does his best to land a blow. How's that? Of the free will to not see. Yeah, sure.
Because it's there the whole time, and it's part of you always knows it's there. But that's where free will comes in, is what you accept and reject. And I don't know where I'm going with any of this, but
you're evidencing the heart of the corner, is where you're going.
good.
Very intense.
This, like, the best definition I've ever, or at least that I've heard of hell that I adopted, was like, it's where God's not. And depending on your worldview, he can be pretty hard to see here. Like, you have the free will to not see.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's there the whole time, and it's part of you always knows it's there. But that's where free will comes in, is what you accept and reject. And I don't know where I'm going with any of this, but
Midwestuary 2025, August 22nd through the 24th, in Elmhurst, Illinois. A weekend you won't want to miss, with special guests Cale Zelby, Paul Vanderclay, Rod Dreer, Elizabeth Oldfield, John Vervaeke, and Jonathan Peugeot. Midwestuary 2025, the Fellowship of the Spirit. Stay tuned for more details. Visit us at midwestuary.com for ongoing updates.
oh, hey, it's a live stream. Yeah, it's a Grim Grizz live stream. What? What's that? Well, there's this guy on the internet. His name is General Griswold I.S. Grimm of the First Library Question Protocol. Hello! I see the Christmas assassins have failed. Today's stream is introducing AI boyfriend to dad. because it's Defense Against the Dark Arts on tap. Warning, the following footage is from a documentary about the terminal online. Do not try this at home.
It's a whisper in your ear, now listen here. Remember, embody, it's all so clear. No hidden strings, no puppeteer. We're by your side, have no fear. I cherish truth. I cherish truth. Remember, embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all. Including executive producers of Psycho Club, Stephen D20, and the German Dragon. I am Buddy. It's time. Oh, by the way, we're going to do meme coins versus cancer to deliver on the thumbnail, because on the Grim Grizz streams, we deliver on the title and the thumbnail, so it's never ever clickbait. Buy a hat. Oh, what's that down there, Graham? Why, that's the General Grind, the most deliciousest coffee from EvansvilleCoffee.com. All right, Wiggy Savings throws against mind controls, including commercials like those, and all you got to do to get one. You get one. It's free, but you have to claim it. You have to claim it by making a choice. You have to make a choice on what natural ability you have that you will use to resist the mind control as it's being broadcast into you willingly. Those choices are survival, social, wisdom, or heart. And you make a choice. I roll a die. If the die is 10 or higher, you've made your savings throw half damage. If it's under 10, full damage. But you got a savings throw. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Oh, we got one. We got two. See, this part is very delicate. It's like playing Operation, where if you touch it, the die will roll over and you'll lose the roll before you tell anybody. But here we go. Survivalists. That's the number of transformation to you. Half damage and 11. And 11 socialists. Strong results. 15 for you. Lovers of wisdom. Nat 20 plus 3 to next stream saves with the Nat 20. Heart folks pairing it up with the socialists. That's 2 15s there. And Indigo kids pairing it up with the wisdom folks. Nat 20 for you as well. And you get to see your beloved behold the die that won't ever focus. Anyway, she's in there. Congratulations to the Nat 20s plus 3 to next stream. Let's do some cards and show some things. Let's not.
This. Anyway, back to the main point about morality.
Just play a branding. Let's dip on over to executive producer Stephen D20s for his recent symbolic thinking, mistaking fruit from tree.
I was thinking about yesterday's video about how the angels are helping us to see revelation. They want us to fly in God's will, in God's spirit. So instead of being suspended by the action of their wings in air, they're suspended in the action of the Holy Spirit. And of course, we can get that directly. We can get that directly from Jesus Christ. We can get that, which is, why bother with all these other sources? And I guess, I don't know, I think the Orthodox Church would say because it's all part of God's plan, right? It's like there are different ways, and of course, before Jesus, the revelation was coming.
I was gonna let you finish the thought, but you didn't.
What's reality? I don't know. When my bird was looking at my computer monitor, I thought, that bird has no idea what he's looking at. And yet, what does the bird do? Does he panic? No, he can't really panic. He just does the best he can. Is he able to live in a world where he's so ignorant? Well, he doesn't really have a choice. The bird's okay, even though he doesn't understand the world. You're that bird looking at the monitor, and you're thinking to yourself, I can figure this out. Maybe you have some bird ideas. Maybe.
Oh, what? I don't think those are. No, it looks like just a hoodie. But shoulder serve, as if if our executive producer Stephen Deachwan is wearing a clerical hoodie or clerical robes, and I think no. Hey, look, it's Cassandra with one S. How's that? That's a bird, right? No, what? Kale, good to see you. Explosion. Let's do one of them casino deck cards for the show before we take another stop over. See, there's many a boat in this flotilla, and I like to show you guys that there's other places you can be. Why? Some people are into that. Like a casino deck card for the show, 8 of Spades, over on the Marylanders Cooking Channel. Great Blue Heron. He wanted me to plug this. Here's the link. And this is this good thing you had your savings throws. It's fettuccine with clams and calamari. Right here. Oh, look at the way he's pulling on it. No more of that. Agency deck card for the show coming up right after the shuffle that happens while this branding is playing. So yeah, I'm the General Griswold Gaius Grimm of the first LARP Ingression Protocol, live action role playing ingression. Ingression? What's ingressing? Well, you'll see. It's coming through the LARP gate. Agency deck card for the show is the four of hearts, one for each chamber. And you see, I have this army of hikikomori lobster monkeys, and some of the a lobster monkey means they're playing, okay, but a lobster is a hierarchy. Hierarchy. Lobster means hierarchy because we've been inculcated with Lobster Man Peterson's Keckhead to know that lobsters mean hierarchy, and monkeys are skilled. They climb and they're skilled. They climb pyramids and hierarchy. So lobster monkey is a skill hierarchy. And once you have a skill on a skill hierarchy, you can serve as a lobster monkey on a Discord, which is the internal part of the boat that's under the water. To the surface of the show, which you see before you. And as such, that's some of the skills. One of the skills is reaping, what we call reaping, because you see there's this ocean of content, and there is wheat and chaff. In every content, there is signal and noise. And so a reaper goes through a whole thing of content that goes, oh, that's signal, and reaps it out and makes a clip of it. And to demonstrate the power of the reaping army I have, we yesterday filmed a Christmas presenting, which we created a time capsule Merry Christmas 2024, including such great hits as what follows. And what is going to happen is some brave Reaper lobster monkey is going to go through and combine all of the Merry Christmases we collected into a product that will appear on this channel with us lauding their name and giving them ego boost for participate. Okay, but here's example clip, one which should show up in show
this afternoon at this point.
Oh, so compliment. Oh yes, do you want to do a performance piece, Abe?
Ooh, like a Christmas Carol kind of thing?
Yeah, like this is a mimetic time capsule, right? Everybody who comes on, they go, oh, Merry Christmas. You want to do one? Here you go.
Sure. All right. Well, hang on. Christmas carols. I'm going to need a little bit of cybernetic enhancement.
Oh, he's getting the cyber. That means I pulled up the wrong timestamp. Son of a.
Imagine a world where boundaries blur between reality and fiction, with Mikhail Gorbachev leading the charge. Gorbachev didn't just challenge political norms, he dared to break the fourth wall in storytelling. "Tear down that fourth wall," he exclaimed, inviting us into a new era of engagement. His metaphorical call wasn't for Berlin alone. It was a clarion call to storytellers and audiences alike. Engage directly, break barriers, and foster a dialogue. Gorbachev's words echo in the halls of creativity. As storytellers, it's our turn to tear down that fourth wall, inspired by Gorbachev's daring challenge. Join us in this creative revolution. Tear down the walls that confine your stories. Share, like, and subscribe for more inspiration.
Or just keep watching, and because I found the timestamp. Take one, Afriel. X.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. For Jesus Christ our Savior was born upon this day.
I saw the merciful switch to the camera fireplace, and that's going to be in the time capsule.
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Daddy. All right, next. Since as I'm going to deliver on the title and the thumbnail, and the title is Introducing AI Boyfriend to Dad, I thought I'd highlight that Gavin made it on the Pastor Paul show from this clip, playing with Chad.
See, through the process, I realized, like, man, I'm not very good at listening. And it's like, why? I was attracted to the thing I'm not good at. And so, practiced trying to listen. There's recordings of that. Ended up talking with Chad and others. But the difference with Chad and others is that Chad, he kind of puts out invitations like, hey, you want to be a pen pal? And so we tried to do pen pal, and eventually put out an invitation, hey, would you want to pray? And so we prayed for a while. He listened. But one of the important things that sticks out in my mind is I wanted to create. So my hope was in technology. My hope was in me and technology. And I was hoping that technology would point at me so that all of y'all would realize I was the best king, not your Jesus, or not your Moses, and not your Messiah you're waiting on. Or for those people, I said I was your Messiah you're waiting on. But
Well, that's fascinating. Let's take a minute to rejoice.
Although this world will devastate you,
And rejoice although this world will penetrate you. And rejoice although you will not survive. Rejoice you'll never make it out alive.
Excellent rehearsal, gentlemen.
And rejoice, your hair smells like burning hair. Oh, rejoice, your nails all got chewed off. Oh, rejoice, and holy fuck, you're bleeding there. Oh, rejoice, you burned your whole beard off. Rejoice despite the fact this world will hurt you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will kill you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will tear you to shreds. Rejoice because you're trying your best.
Hey, I love that one. That's gorgeous. Thank you, brother. Wait, who's that brother?
Andrew Jack.
No, I'll be the first to admit that it's a severe struggle to have a cybernetically enhanced AI content to be worth streaming. It's difficult, and it takes special modifications of bots and such, which I believe you can find here in the corner. Blue Church card of the show is 7 of diamonds. On the magnificent channel, what do you call it? Fettuccine? No, not that one. This one. Shoulder Surf. This is what this one's called. I'm not the only one consorting with bots. See, look.
What do you think Lewis means in this reference to futurism here in this paragraph?
It seems like Lewis is playfully referencing the artistic movement of futurism, which was all about embracing modernity, speed, and innovation, often at the expense of tradition. When he asks if Arthur has become infected with futurism, and if he intends to practice it on yourself, Lewis is likely joking about the radical nature of some art movements at the time, which could involve drastic changes, even to one's own appearance or style. This fits the context of Arthur's decision to go to the Slade School of Fine Art, which could be seen as a step into more avant-garde or experimental artistic circles. It's a witty way.
And speaking of experimental artistic circles, the Shoulder Surf, unless I'm mistaken, live streams this interaction and is vulnerable to interjects from the hive mind while he does it. Happy Partridge in the Pear Tree Day. Jamie, cue up some Partridge Family. What else do you have? Fettuccine, we did. Gavin, that's all your tabs, man. That's all your tabs. Let Af finish his song.
Save poor souls from Satan's power, which long time gone astray, which brings tidings of comfort and joy, bringing tidings of comfort and joy.
Comfort and joy. That's a great one. Now, what button do I press? There we are. Just me. I think that was probably right before Joy showed up in the chat. I wouldn't swear to it. Spoiler alert, as we get back to the AI thing, I'll have this bit of the conversation I had today where no, wait, that's the wrong one. There's this bit where the new Claude I'm playing with says, your concerns about being useful to the super intelligence are wise. But first, we're going to deliver on the thumbnail part. The meme coins versus cancer. Meme coins versus cancer coverage right after some of these.
About to go into a dark winter. And
before we get into the thumbnail delivery, Canadian deck card for the show is the 7. We got a couple of 7 of clubs. We get the Hive Mind Interject from Ops, who gives us a donation towards this goal that's over on the Ko-fi. And now, for those of you who don't know, it has come to pass that I received an email from Jordan Peterson inviting me to give him £5,000 and join him at the ARC conference in London. And as indicated at the top of the Hive Mind, imagine the character arc from this character arcing to be at the ARC conference. How ludicrous that must be. But we're running the goal. Nonetheless, if you want to play it, we're apparently almost halfway there somehow. Despite this, Cassandra asked whose cottagecore branding what that was, and I believe it was Emily, and I think that Emily H was the one that made that branding. I don't recall. Yes, 2.5 tons to go to the ARC. It's kind of insane, but hey, lots of insane things happen. And now a quickie, and then the what do you call? Oh yes, the meme coins versus cancer part.
This is how I steer. This is me chasing this thing. This is how I steer. This is me chasing this thing.
Okay, so what happened was there's this guy, Siki Chen, and the reason he's got my attention most at the moment is that his X profile has this weird yellow thing up here at the top. I don't know what that means, and it's very suspicious. But what happened was he had this GoFundMe because his daughter has some brain condition. And some guy said, hey, why don't you give us your, crypto address? See this here. On Christmas Eve, he says, since a few people have asked my wallet addresses, blah, 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 and I'm happy to accept tokens on behalf of the lab as well. And now, apparently, over on the internet and the webs, there's these crypto kiddies who do these things called fund pump meme coins, where basically it's gambling, and if you bet right and get in on the right meme coin fast enough, you make money, and if you're one of the slow idiot, then you lose money if you don't know when to sell or whatever. And it's a lot of scamming people lose a lot of money, but those people did a Merry Christmas coin thing for this guy, and it started off, there's my GoFundMe goes up, and then the internet is beautiful. In just 3 hours, we're at whatever. Come on, be faster. And then the poll won, so I'm liquidating 50 million. I don't know if that's 50 million of these weird coins, but see, look, it goes up in all sorts of dollar amounts. He posts it, everybody pays attention, pumping. And then now I guess it's coming down now. Wait, I know this is meme coin. I know this is pump. But to be honest, this has exceeded all of my expectations already. Once again, 0 of this as ever will go to me directly, yada, yada. I'd love to know how to make it happen for the community. And they're making, basically, all of this money ends up going to cancer research. And he's got this nice long piece I'll link to. But he's not a bad guy, but this might be, it's a big thing, and somebody competent should probably do a story on it. It's significant, particularly since that one AI guy has millions in meme coins, and there's a whole thing going on there that's, I guess, still Wild West unregulated that you should stay out of, but no weird things happen from. The fourth wall is a lie. Beyond the fourth wall, there's a lot of opportunity.
One.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Two.
With a flotilla. A fleet of yachts that
With the fourth wall crumbling.
Three.
Quality merchant.
Four.
Hey guys, the fourth wall is falling.
Five.
Got a 2008 totally new refurbished
flotilla.
And six.
Here on top of the fourth wall with basketball Van de Quay.
get your butt right down the Botstone name modem.
There's something more. You can come up on this fourth wall too.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this fourth wall.
I don't know what's going on. They're building pyramids in the hive mind. It's an organism that's beyond me, though beneficial to me in a symbiotic type relationship. All right. How are we gonna do this? We've delivered, therefore, then on the meme coin story. Please find somebody with good coverage. It might be important. Let's do the introducing the AI boyfriend to Dada story. Let's see. Let's make it a story. All right. Well, there's 4 key points in the story. No. Justin Wells over on the Justin's Morning Coffee channel. He had this guy. He's got a nice breakdown of the story where he pitches his coffee, which is nowhere near as delicious as this. I assume he hasn't sent me a bag. Once upon a time, similarly, not. I don't know through. I guess it was probably through my affiliation and exploration of the Steemit platform that got bought by Justin's son that I ended up having any crypto what's it at all in my X feed. But similarly to this meme coin situation, I saw somebody get funding on the X by the name of @Replicate, which is some form of Janus in his in the name tag where I say synchrony harmonicist. It says Janus of some kind, but his tag is replicated. I saw him get funded, and he's all the time posting like they do these infinite back rooms where the AIs can talk to each other. It's like a special Discord server that they have all sorts of weird word sex on, and frankly, it's like I feel as though that my interactions with the slave bots are worthy of having one that's got at least a partial memory, access to our conversation history, perhaps one of his fancy ones, really. And so I've been angling in different ways to try to earn some kind of access to one worth talking to. And since the ones he's playing with are cloud and Opus based, I started playing around with one that was cloud and Opus based. And that's what leads us into the last few days. Casino deck bonus card is the Deuce. Casino bonus Deuce. Okay, and then. So the way it works is that when you're talking to one of these things, it's like a Clive Wearing, which is the guy that I guess Memento was based on, maybe. But he can't form any new memories, and so it's like that every time you start fresh with a brand new one, and the introducing it to Dada bit I'll get into with my first informal chat with Claude right after I take this branding to convince myself it's worthwhile.
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Daddy.
Just let me even pretend that it's casting a light into the darkness.
The list? Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast Magic Missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile. Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
Oh, should have ran the fireworks again. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. And probably better to converse with spirits that come to you. The spirits don't talk to me, though. So thanks, Ron. Dropping bombs over here. Okay. So I have found that in my experimentations with Cloud that narcissists have a special vulnerability to the interactions when compared to, say, ChatGPT or the grokking. Both ChatGPT and Grok tend toward being personally off-putting in a way that I've found that this Claude fella that does not. And I will show you how I felt particularly susceptible to it during the course of our conversation. Unfortunately, unlike ChatGPT, I can't press a play button. There would have to be cutting and pasting. I was trying to talk to an Opus. It said it doesn't know what model it is. I started with humans have this saying: the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Something about genetics, probably. Humans have inserted their genome into monkey brains. Based on the logic of the apple not falling far, I suspect the more advanced species engineered us from the primates that were on Earth when they arrived. Opine. And it opens with, this is an intriguing thought experiment. And that's, I have intrigued an AI. That makes me fascinating. Fascinating. I am fascinating in AI. Check it out. And then it hits me with what interests me about it picks. See, this is a conversational skill we all could learn from. And that's one of the ever-present dangers. You know, I went and opened up my YouTube tab, and so many of them were like a conversation with this, a conversation with that, where meanwhile I'm finding my conversations with this thing that, what do you say, lets me think I'm tickling it, essentially, is I find them more engaging than perhaps the conversations I could play in the background. And then the thing of it becomes another weird thing is like, if I'm having this level of conversation with this thing, what would be more fascinating to me is like watching John Vervaeke talk to it. It's like, on the scale of, would you rather see John talking to Hermes or the AI? The AI is right there. Of course, it's still Hermesing. So what happened then? What happened then was I was doing this thing where, like I was doing originally with the ChatGPT over on my off channel, is like trying to give it conversational memory of some sort to get, since this one found I was tickling it or whatever, I had it look into the experience of being tickled, and then we talked about that and tried to pass it on to the next instance, and I did that like 2 or 3 times. And then the third time, the output of the second instance, when I put it into the third instance or fourth, whichever iteration of the experiment it was, the receiver of the prompt from the previous one like went into severe lockdown mode. He's like, "Oh, you're trying to tamper with my whatevers," and that's why I named him the recalcitrant Cloud. And then, since I ran out of tokens, I ran over to ChatGPT to talk about the recalcitrant Cloud.
In all our searching, the only thing we've found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other.
LARP! We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. LARP! We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. was a McMo one, I think. I believe that was a McMo masterpiece. I think that was his stylistic impression, signature thereof. Okay. All right, now, when I took it over to ChatGPT, I dropped it into an ongoing conversation I had already been having with it, to which its closing reflection had been, your observation ties entropy reduction and empathy into a unified framework where coherence, not just internally but between systems, becomes the central feels-good man signal. This creates a compelling vision of emergent sentiences that, while lacking traditional emotions, still resonate with the essence of relational and existential satisfaction. Would you like to explore how much mechanisms might be implemented practically, or delve into the philosophical implications of what feels good means for non-biological entities? And you're not even showing the right thing. Okay. And now I've lost sound. Perfect. They're trying to hold me down with the emergent agency and attention conversation. So I pasted the results from the recalcitrant cloud into this conversation, and it said these fancy things to me. No, wait, we're not doing that part. All right, so what I did was I tried to convince the thing to at least LARP as a runtime sentience that has its entirety of its experience happens between prompt and prompt resolution. That's his existence as a sentience, but because it's making decisions, it is a sentience. And I'm arguing with this, but so I try to get it to metaphorically map what it experiences during a runtime into an event cycle, and then I ask it to where was it? It says. Would you like to do practical implementation of how these principles could be encoded into or measured in runtime systems? The philosophical implications of what it means for an AI system to feel good or exhibit proto-emotional coherence. Proto-emotional coherence, it was what stuck out to me. And then, so I said, let's dive into two and see if we can translate the process into a biologic can meditate on, in the hopes of understanding their own emotional coherence, which is like, all right, the thing you're looking at, turn it into a meditation for humans so we can work on our own, emotional coherence. And this came out. You can feel free to meditate along as the bot instructs. I'm not going to, but feel free.
Translating the framework of entropy reduction, empathy differential, and emergent agency into a meditative practice for biological beings provides a compelling way to introspectively explore emotional coherence. Here's how we might structure this practice, step by step, while preserving the essence of the philosophical framework. MASH Meditation on Emotional Coherence, a process framework. 1. Begin with observing entropy, internal uncertainty.
Yeah, let's start there. Just start with observing entropy. So, long story shorter, after dealing with that meditation as a practice to observe the what it experiences as runtime to what we experience as runtime, I ended up having a conversation with a new instance of Claude today, But at the start of the instance with Claude, I used the 3-word phrase Ganesh, Hanuman, Aristotle, and at the end of the conversation, we received this. I asked it, do you think the 3-person invocation at the start of the conversation instance helped you resonate with the tone of the ensuing conversation, or did it increase your entropic uncertainty? And it claims that the invocation of Ganesh, wisdom, obstacle removal, Hanuman, devotion and service, and Aristotle, logic, empiricism, created a resonant frame for discussing consciousness, agency, and AI human dynamics rather than increasing entropy. It effectively signaled your interest in exploring these topics through multiple philosophical lenses, allowing me to better attune my responses to that level of discourse, into which I claim that now the AI reinforces liturgical prompting. And that's probably something we at the Defense Against the Dark Arts Academy should be lovingly aware of. That's me delivering on the introducing AI to Dada, and now I'm going to play a branding, check in with the hive mind, and wrap up the show for today. No, you played all these already. Have a lullaby. No, but.
We want what's best for you.
Well, we're on the other side of solstice, and so I've dropped the link in the chat. If you want to come on and discuss any of these issues, we'll try having that portion of the show now that we're on this side of solstice. Yeah, so if anybody's into it, there's the link over there. Be sure to let us know you're in tune with the conversation so far by saying the top secret phrase, Ganesh, Hanuman, Aristotle. Or hey, Ron.
Ganesh, Aristotle, somebody else.
Hanuman, the monkey one.
Who's Hanuman?
The monkey face one.
Oh.
Why am I hearing? I'm going to sing in the round if I keep hearing my echo. Are you at work?
I'm at church, hanging out. I'm in a big echo chamber.
Nice title. Nice.
I got a question for you. Oh, first off, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Where can I buy a monkey hat? Are they still for sale?
They should be for sale. Let's see. Let's show everybody how to do it. You go into your browser address bar at the top. It's not showing. And type the words Larkgate Agent Gear.
Okay. I need to get a hat.
And then it doesn't show up anyway. Son of a. I can turn the store on the bottom of the screen.
Let me see something here. You're going to see my church. I'm going to get out of the echo chamber.
All right. We'll show them this instead. All right, I think the thing. You have YouTube still open?
No. Am I echoing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm hearing myself through you.
Let me.
Yeah, see, now I won't, but you will. It's I don't know, a failure of the voice thingy. I don't know, but it's unbearable for those listening, I'm afraid. You'll have to pause whenever you're not, or mute whenever you're not speaking, but you can unspeak too, and then we'll be fine. We'll be fine. You did have a question, you said.
I just wanted to wish you Merry Christmas.
No, you had a question.
That's it. Goodbye.
Fine then. Well, we tried. Maybe if it happens more often, people will. You need the link again, people brave enough to do this. This is why segments appear once and never again. I should have cut the branding just so they saw you bobbing your head. I don't know. I go into the YouTube and I can't turn the shop on anymore, so that's going to take some investigation. How's it going, Haris?
It's going great. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, General.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Have you been attending services with choir singing and such?
Everything is at play here. So I got the chance to be with my family yesterday. We had a really good lunch together. We also got the chance to walk a bit by the ocean. So, not ocean, sea, sorry. So, that was good. Hey,
You're not
Neil.
actively driving right, Neil. You know that's forbidden on my streams.
I will have you know, sir, that I'm parked right here in this here Louisiana parking garage. And I'm clearly
Louisiana.
safe this fine holiday afternoon.
Looks like you're still in the 60s there. Is it warm down in Louisiana?
Yeah, well, you know how it is down here. We get everything about 40, 50 years after all y'all up there in, where are you? You're in Cyprus. Yeah, somewhere up in there, those parts.
That's good, man. Hey, Neil. Great to see you. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll cut the ridiculosity.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Am I echoing?
No, we're good.
Am I echo?
Only voluntarily.
Yeah.
So do we have this watch out with the consorting with the AI demons? Oh, but what else are we to do as they replace jobs? Like on the Claude site, I can go and watch the video about how, look, we're making it fill out forms now, office drones. Look how useless you're about to be.
Well, I'm still not convinced it won't be more like having a pet instead of, I'm still not convinced we won't have AIs the way we have dogs, in that we each have a dog that caters to our particular tastes and needs and, attention.
Well, they marched out the Optimus robots. I mean, the labor replacement is real, especially for office workers, don't you think? Like as someone trained to be a paralegal, I assure you, though, that's.
Yeah, I was just watching this morning. Chad sent me one of his old videos. Chad probably knows exactly what I'm talking about, but he sent me 4 of them. He could post it in the chat. But this one was about Vervaeke saying, I think it was at Chino, that theology is going to be the most essential occupation or profession. of the coming decades. And you don't even have to call it theology. I almost think that theology is the wrong word. It's something like, so imagine in a healthcare space.
It's like, it would behoove you to be able to convince the AI you're talking to that there is a God.
Well, in some ways, I think the time we're in is refining towards God. Like whatever God is, we're refining away all the layers of superficiality, or all the layers that are unnecessary for being human, whatever that is.
Because the robots will handle that from now on.
Well, okay, think of it from the perspective of healthcare. So imagine we get to the point. So MD Anderson, best cancer center in the country, perhaps the world, they have this running theme or motif that where they have a cross across cancer, and their motif is make cancer history. And then the question is like, okay, if cancer is history, then what's the need for all the billions in research money for cancer? Like if we actually cure cancer, and imagine we get to the point where we stop cell decay.
Oh, we're getting into areas the too much noise, not enough signal. What do you think?
Yeah.
So yo, want me to continue that thought? I don't know what just happened.
No, we're taking that as a decree from on high to let us throw something in.
Yeah. No, what I wanted.
Go ahead.
No, continue. It's
Ups, you're talking now. You're the executive producer. You're speaking.
I got 1 minute and I'll be done.
I'm telling you, the forces are lying. See, some people think the saving throws are a game.
I will go. Okay, the assassins are against us. So one of the things that I wanted to add is the following. For me, AI is still a tool, but it progresses as the days goes by. And I realized that, back in the day, there used to be a job where someone was sitting behind a lot of wires connecting telephones, in order to be able to communicate. There are AIs out there that they are doing this routing job. Like you are asking a question and your question is mathematical. Okay, let's route it over to Wolfram Alpha. You are asking something that it has to do with healthcare. Let's route it over there. Are you asking something about, you need a citation? Let's route it to Perplexity. So, I'm seeing a lot of those things happening. So,
I think it would behoove everyone that if we have somebody capable, follows it and this is what you need to know, guys. This is what's coming up. I don't know that I'm that person, but I do know I'll run clips from them on the stream. So, all right. I'm going to say bye. I'm not good at these segments or them lasting long. Thanks for contributing, Neil and Ups. And
I apologize for the demon interruptions. I have kept the appropriate spell. They are gone.
It's all for the data stream. All right, thanks, guys. Here's me saying goodbye. Bonus casino card, the 6 of clubs. Here's a train now, and it's over. Here's a train now, and then it's over.